What it do, y'all? It's your girl Makeup and Travel, and for today's video your girl is coming from a smoky room and she is here to bring you guys this first impression on my The Reasons palette. Now, I did get two other things in this order, so I am going to talk about those very briefly in this intro. I am not going to be talking about them in any other part of this video. If you're interested in getting a review on those items, stay tuned to my 3 looks 1 palette, what I do with this palette, and then I will talk about the other two products after I get more impressions on them. But the first thing that I want to talk about is this. I got her sponge. I got this because I liked that it was brown. I liked that when I put my foundation on, it's not going to be obvious where I applied my foundation, and I just thought it was nice to have a nude sponge for me. So I think this is an okay sponge. It's definitely not going to be my holy grail or my next favorite, but I will say I appreciate it more than my Linda Hallberg sponge, which I have been avoiding using, even though I've already started using it, so I need to just get the rest of my use and chuck it. But this is a nice sponge. I like the shape. It's a classic teardrop shape and good to go. I also got a pair of lashes, and the style is not on in here, but let me zoom in. As you can see, they're pretty subtle, pretty natural lashes, and I've been trying off camera to learn how to apply lashes, and I think that I am just more in tune with this more natural look because I'm already not used to putting lashes on. They're already really complicated, in my opinion, for me to actually put on, and then the added layer of them being super dramatic freaks me out. So I will be trying these on off camera while I'm testing out, just learning to put lashes on better, and I will let you guys know what it do then. Okay, and then of course the main attraction for this whole video and this whole collection is the Reasons palette. Now, what I like about this palette is this was a family affair. So her daughter actually was the person who created the graphics for the actual palette. On the back there are the ingredients. There are 24 grams of product in this palette, and they recommend that it's a 12-month shelf life, and it is cruelty free. You have the exact same thing on the back of the physical palette and the exact same cover. So I'm gonna go ahead and chuck this covering. I don't like to keep those in the palette. When you first get it, you also get a plastic covering. They do have a plastic cover over the mirror and the brand's name, which I do enjoy. And then these are the shadows. So these shadows are really pretty, exactly what I thought they were going to be, and it's a nice foiled shimmery background. Now I am going to go ahead and take the time to arm swatch these. As I say in every video that I arm swatch anything, swatches in my opinion aren't going to tell you the full kit and caboodle. They're just going to tell you what the shadows are going to look like on my complexion. So if that's what you're looking for, this is what I'm going to bring you. This is what I'm doing it for. I will be having an eye swatch video coming up very soon, so you guys can see the actual application of each individual shadow on my eyeballs. So stay tuned for that as well. But yeah, let's get into these arm swatches. First, we're gonna go into Hot Cider, which is an orange. It's a nice matte orange. Next we have Gifts, which is just a really pretty metallic green. Just build up that again. And then Mistletoe. So those are the first 3 shades. Next we have Evergreen. Then we have Holiday. Okay, my camera shut off because it ran out of battery in the middle of me swatching Holiday, so I'm just gonna swatch it again for you guys, and that is Holiday. And then we have Family. So really pretty first 6 shades. Then we have Christ. Then we have Frosty. Then we have Firewood, which is another matte. Last three shades in the palette, we have Winter, which is a matte. We have Tradition, which is a matte. And then we, what does that say? Celebrate, which is a metallic. So these are the shades in this palette, and I think this color scheme is absolutely beautiful, which is why I picked it up. It screams me, it screams my cup of tea. And I am enjoying this palette thus far. Like I said, this is just a first impressions. This is, of course, the look that I created today. And just a first impression. So please just wait. Like I said, I will be doing an eye swatch video very, very soon, as well as I will start my 3 looks 1 palette very, very soon, so I can get that out to you guys right after I get this done. So that's pretty much all I got for you guys. I didn't say, so let me just round up the other products on my face, because I did not say at the end of my video. Bronzer today, I have my ColourPop Bits and Pieces. On my lips is a limited edition MAC lipstick in Life in Sepia. And then on my cheeks is Liberte from NARS. Highlighter, I have the Mars Melter highlighter from Kaledios. So that's all I got for you guys. Let's get into the video. Hey guys, so like I said in the intro, today I'm bringing you guys yet another first impression. I told you guys in my must-have, must-gag, and also in my holiday wish list that I was going to be picking this palette up. So your girl is just here to bring you the effects of picking it up. I am just going to go ahead and prime with my Playing in Yolando primer. Put way too much on. Oh, I hate when this happens. Okay, so hopefully that is good for that. I think I did pretty good. Sometimes, you know, my application for things is just trash. Okay, so I am excited to play in this palette. And I think for today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick to the neutrals. When I was watching other people's videos, right, they were all using the colorful shades, and you guys know I'm excited for that. But I wanted to try and do as many helpful, different videos as possible. So that's what we're going to do today. So first, what I want to do is go ahead and pack on my outer V Firewood. It's this really nice, rich, deep brown, and I am very excited that this is in this palette. And what I did is just took on some product, packed it onto my outer V, and I'm just going to blend what I can all the way into my inner corner. I think this is a beautiful shade. The blendability is really, really nice, and the depth is really what's got me feeling good. Now what I want to do is go ahead and use the shade Hot Cider, which is the orange in this palette. And I am just going to blend lightly on the outside of Firewood. Okay, now what I'm going to do is take Firewood all along my lower lash line. And we're going to blend her out once again with Hot Cider. All right, so I really like the crease work, nice and simple, but it is what I wanted. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take a lid shader brush. I'm gonna take my NYX glitter glue and I'm gonna cut my lid. Okay, now what we're gonna do is just take a little bit of Firewood and we're just gonna go back and forth right over that edge of that NYX concealer, or the NYX glitter glue, I'm sorry. And what am I gonna put on the lid? There's no real true like shimmer shade that's neutral. So what I'm gonna do is actually go into Frosty now, and I'm gonna pack this beautiful icy shimmer, metallic, all over my lid. I honestly hate this lid brush. Oh my gosh, I should have given this to my friend who was looking for one. And I'm just gonna go right back into that Firewood brush just to make sure it's not too harsh in between those two shades. And what I'm gonna do is just flip onto the other side of my paddle brush, and I'm actually gonna go into Mistletoe. I don't do this often, but this is definitely a technique that I have done. So this is the finished look. I think this is really cool, nice and dark and sultry with a little surprise in the inner corner. What I'm gonna do is finish off this eye, complete the other eye, and I'll come back to show you guys the finished look. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. And overall, I think this palette worked beautifully for my first impression. I think all the shadows that I used actually applied, blended, builded beautifully. And I'm really enjoying this look. I have so many other ideas for this palette. I just wanted to go with the more neutral-ish look, using this palette to give some variety to the already palettes that I've seen on the internet. I do want to go ahead and apologize. You guys might be able to hear some cars in the background. I have to have my windows open because my candle set off my fire alarm, and there's still a lot of smoke in my room. I didn't even notice this much smoke was building up in my room. I keep these candles on in my room pretty long amounts of time. This is the second candle from this brand, and this one apparently was a little too froggy. My room is smoky. So anyways, sorry if you guys can hear the background. Sorry if you guys can hear my fan. I gotta keep all this stuff on because I have no time for the fire alarm to go off again. But overall, I am actually really enjoying this palette, and stay tuned. I will be doing an eye swatching video for this palette. I will also be doing a 3 looks 1 palette for this palette. I am aiming to get all of this stuff done this month. I do have quite a few days left in the month that I can upload videos, and today I'm recording this on the 7th of October. So this won't be going up maybe for another week or so, but I hope that it'll still be relevant and still be important and useful for you guys. As of right now, I know the owner did say that she was on low stock with this palette, and maybe even the rest of the items in this collection. So if you are interested after this video, I don't want to say rush to get it because I don't want to add to the consumeristic market and the consumerism in the world, but she did say that she was going to have very limited stock and she was going to have a limited restock as well. So keep that in mind. But with that being said, that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, y'all, Black lives do matter. Please remember to wear a mask. Please remember to be safe. Vote, register to vote, and I will see you guys in my next video.